So today, while touring this near 7,000 square foot property, we're gonna be talking about 4 more affordable areas in Central Florida. And I want you to guess the price and also location of this home. It's more affordable than you think. Make sure you stick to the end where we get into the price and the details of the property. But when I mean affordable, I'm talking about last month's report where the average price in Orlando was $452,000. And so with that, number 1 is going to be Mount Dora. Very close to where we are right now. I'll give you a hint there, but you're about 40 minutes to downtown from Mount Dora, about an hour to the airport, and about a 50-minute drive to Disney. It has the most charming downtown. Average price there is $434,000. So I think with a lot of people, what they crave now is space and just time away from the hustle and bustle. And I think that is what North Lake County provides, but you also don't miss having things to do. Like, it's not like you're in the middle of nowhere when you're moving up to North Lake County, and specifically Mount Dora. You got the waterfront restaurants. And to piggyback off of that, you're not in an area where you need to drive 40 minutes to your nearest grocer. I think some may think it's kind of far removed because if you're not familiar with Central Florida, it's not right next to Orlando, but you do have all your daily necessities covered in Mount Dora. And when you think of the real estate, it is more resale than it is new construction. For example, if I look on the MLS right now, there's about 167 active listings. 28 of them fall under the new construction category. And so the good news is they at least have some new construction options and an abundance of resale options to choose from. So if you are looking for a more affordable area in Central Florida, certainly consider Mount Dora. All right, so another area to consider if you're looking for a more affordable home is Davenport. You're about 20 minutes to Disney, which is what I love because I live there. You're about 40 minutes or so to downtown Orlando and about 30 to 35 to the airport. A lot of people might disagree with me on that, but hear me out. Just use the toll roads, do not use the local roads. But if you are looking for an affordable home, and especially new construction, Davenport is rich in the amount of new construction options that they have. I also think this is a better option for those who really love going in between Tampa and Orlando. I make the drive to Tampa once a week, sometimes twice a week. And so coupled with the fact that you don't really lose too much proximity to the parks and everything that makes Orlando, Orlando, you also have proximity to Tampa. You get a more affordable home, and I can tell you firsthand, Davenport is growing in the amount of retail and commercial options that they have. I think it is a solid spot to consider buying in if you are thinking about a more affordable home in Central Florida. Third area is going to be Apopka. Average price over the past 365 days, which is a year, is $417,000. Proximity wise, you're about 30 minutes to Disney, about 45 to downtown, and about 50 to the airport. I think Apopka is a real sleeper in terms of what it offers. And so what exactly does it offer? I think it offers a lot of possibility. That kind of sounds a little bit Walt Disney-esque, kind of dreamer mentality, but Apopka has a lot of land left, guys. And so you see a lot of the projects creeping in last year that are planned for the future years, such as Wild Oaks, for example, which is going to be a massive project for Apopka. Stuff like that's going to be really great for the area. Oddly enough, Apopka reminds me of Davenport a couple years back, except Apopka has a unique advantage, which is its location. There's a lot more opportunities and ways to get around, whereas in Davenport, you're really bottlenecked through 27, 192, or I-4. And so with Apopka, getting some really cool options, getting some niche projects in there, I think developers both on the commercial side and on the residential side kind of see where Apopka is headed in the future. And so sure, affordable now, but I don't think it'll be always affordable going forward, let's say over the next decade. Last, but certainly not least on the list and the location of the home, if you haven't guessed it already, is Tavares. Let me know if you got it right in the comment section down below. But Tavares, the average price last year was in the low 300,000s, guys. So if you're really thinking affordable, this is one of the best places for you to be looking at right now. And in regards to the price of that particular property, it went pending at its last asking price at $1,997,775, so just under $2 million. But let's say you take those exact same specs, 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, just over 6,800 square feet on a 1.5 acre lot, lakefront. You put that in Windermere, for example, which is a more popular destination, statistically speaking, you're looking at $5-6 million. And so if you're already in that price range looking for homes of similar size and amenities, it is a really good rule of thumb to just simply go the furthest out north south, east, or west that you go, you will find a more affordable home. Let's listen to the conversation I had with the listing agent about the property and also what makes Tavares so special.
My favorite part about this property, besides the beauty of the property itself, is the Harris chain of lakes. We are standing here on Lake Dora. There's a lot of nice chain of lakes in Florida, but the Harris chain is so special because it's so large. We have Mount Dora, Tavares, Leesburg, Howie in the Hills, Estatuila. There's so many cities that you can boat to all within a day. Plenty of waterfront restaurants, and then you can just get off the boat and go to the historic downtowns, and it's just amazing. And
you were telling me about a specific lake that can take you out to the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, yeah, you go from here through Haynes Creek into Lake Griffin.
Yeah.
And from Lake Griffin, you technically can get out to Jacksonville Beach. If you have a boat that can do the trip, and you have a captain that can do the trip, but you technically can get out to the Atlantic from here.
Well, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, just over 6,800 square feet. Talk a little bit about the renovations you guys did and what kind of makes that property in and of itself so special.
So the property was completely redone from top to bottom, but it kept its original unique design. And this is what makes this property so special. You know, you see like there's so many different influences. There's a little bit of colonial style. There's a little bit of plantation. There's a little bit of new colonial, you know, with the color changes and everything. It's just an amazing piece of property that somebody, you know, really likes this bold design is going to be happy here.
If you are interested in buying a home here in Central Florida, I'd be happy to help, whether it's $300,000 or $3 million. Feel free to reach out, email me, info@orlandowithmario.com, or book a call at your earliest convenience, link in description. Thanks so much. See you soon.